On Holy Thursday, we learned that Christ loved us until the end of time through his Eucharistic presence. For the month of April, dedicated to the Eucharist, let us meditate daily on this great mystery. 12th day. First consideration, Jesus, our guest in the Eucharist. First point. The same God who dwells in heaven amidst angels and saints graciously desires to come and dwell in your heart as a guest in his house. Cry out with the prophet, Quid es homo, quod memo es eius, aut filius hominis quoniam visitas eum. Psalm 8, verse 5. What is man, O great God, that you honor him with your remembrance alone? And what is the Son of Man, that is, the just one, as explained by St. Augustine, that you would deign to visit him yourself? Though I am but dust and ashes, and my lot is only corruption and sin, yet if it pleases you, my God, and if I have the good fortune to please you, deign to enter the house of your servant. Domine sine veni gratiam in oculis tuis, ne transia servum tuum. Genesis 18, verse 3. Second point. Holiness is particularly fitting for the house of God. Thus, Jesus has always been jealous to have pure dwellings. He chose the chaste womb of a most holy virgin. He instituted the Eucharist in a very clean room. He desired after his death to have a shroud and tomb. We see here, in this circumstance alone, it seems that our Lord did not want to appear poor. Christians have learned from this example all the pomp that has been seen from the earliest times to honor the Eucharist according to the capabilities of the churches. But what they must primarily learn is to prepare themselves to receive it well, that is, to prepare for it as a grand hall, a heart expanded by the love of God and capable of great things, adorned with all the ornaments of grace and virtues. Let us prepare everything for Jesus who comes to us. May everything be worthy to receive him. Consider also how he generously rewarded his guests, such as the Blessed Virgin, Zacchaeus, the wedding couple at Cana, and Saint Mary Magdalene. Ah, let the majesty of this guest and the abundant graces attached to his visit inspire you to prepare a dwelling worthy of him. Pray to him to give you the virtues necessary to adorn your heart, which he has chosen for his tabernacle. Nisi Dominus edificaverit domum, in vanum laboraverunt qui edificant eam. Psalm 127, verse 1. Second consideration, Jesus, our Viaticum in the Eucharist. The word Viaticum is a Latin word meaning provision for a journey, from via, or way. We are in this world as strangers and travelers. The earth is for us a path and an exile. Heaven is our homeland and the end of our journey. Jesus gives himself to us in the Eucharist as a Viaticum to sustain us on our pilgrimage and enable us to continue our journey for the rest of our days. Ah, how much we need such powerful assistance to restore our strength. This is an effect of Jesus' mercy. He feared that we would weaken on the way if he left us without Viaticum. Si de misero eos iunos deficient in via. Mark 8, verse 3. O charity of Jesus, can I ever praise and glorify you enough? Grant me the grace to benefit from such a salutary means. Be my Viaticum during my life and at the hour of my death, so that having you with me in this valley of tears and amidst the shadow of death, I may walk with confident hope towards blessed eternity. Si ambulavero in medio umbre mortis, non timebo mala quoniam tu me cum es. Psalm 138, verse 7. Second point. After receiving this holy Viaticum, you are obliged to walk with renewed fervor, for it is given to you for this purpose alone. You must continue to advance on the path of salvation and perfection, without stopping, without turning aside, until you have reached the end of the race, as Elijah did after eating the bread brought to him by an angel. Ambulavit in fortitudine cibi illius quadraginta diebus et quadraginta noctibus usque ad montem Dei. 1 King 19 verse 8. Strengthened by this food, he walked 40 days and 40 nights to the mountain of God. You should already be well advanced on the path of virtue after having received this holy Viaticum so many times, and yet you have barely begun. Humble yourself before God, fear being overtaken by the night, strive to redeem lost time. Ambulate dum lucem abetis, ut non vos tenebrae comprehendant. John 12, verse 35. We hope that this Eucharistic consideration will help you receive our Lord more worthily. Please help us restore the Church of the Immaculate Heart of Mary in Belfast. Go to gofundme.com/restore-immaculate to donate. Thank you for your generosity.